in this video we get everything moving. So when you roll the dice, you can move the players around the board, and everything is just working, just as we have here. There's a couple of kind of gotchas that we run into with dice roll and not showing the correct images, but essentially it is it's done. The movement is done. The movement's done. The rules around the game, not so much, but we get the movement done in this video, and we start right now. So for this one, we've got our show roll button. So this is where we kind of left off last video. So the idea is that you'll come in here and then we'll do the selection thing there, and then we'll roll, and then it'll give us our number. So we get our 4 or our 2. And then we'll click on that, and then we'll click on like enter or something to move. But we have our show roll button there, but we don't know when they've actually rolled. So, and we also don't have a game state as well. Like, what game state are we currently in? We're in first move. So I think for this one here, I think it's okay to have just the show roll button there, but we want to have is valid selection. Where is that there? So if the game state is first move and square 9 is false, then that's an invalid selection. Otherwise, we do that. Okay, that's fine. Oh right, okay. But we also want to not have valid selection if it's this bit here. So we don't want to be able to select the valid selection. So we'll say private selection selector inactive. So we'll set selector inactive as true. And then we'll say if selector inactive, return false. So we don't want to select anything until you've done your first move. And the show roll button, we need to know when that's been chosen, don't we? So show roll button is showing that there, and then when you activate it, you want to roll the dice, and then at the very end there you want to then say which one's active. So I'm going to add a public handler dice rolled, and then dice rolled is going to fire when get rid of that, and then let's have system.event handler there for dice rolled. Otherwise it clashes with our random there. So then our dice rolled here, and then we do invoke this, and that's going to be system.event.args empty. And I mean, we can clean this up a little bit. We can say using what was that, event args equals system.event args. So we could tidy this up a little bit, get rid of the system there, and get rid of the system there as well. That tidies that up. And then in our start, we can then say dice manager dot dice rolled dice rolled. So then we'll have our events down here. And then we want to set selector inactive to be, well, actually we want to be able to change that when we get into, when we choose the next event. Okay, so once it's rolled, we then want to be able to set the selection to be active. So selector inactive, we want to set that to be false. So now that the dice is rolled, we want to set the inactive to be false so that we're not encouraging clicking things. And then once it's rolled and the selection is active, we then need to move the dancer. So do we have anything in here? Block selected. Okay, and then we'll create an event for that. There. And we'll bring that back down to here. Okay. And count item dice. What did we call that again? Oh no, it's not the selection manager. Oh, what am I talking about? Block selected. Yeah. We need to know the dice manager. So then we need to say the dance move count equals. Actually, that's going to be equals dice manager dot roll. Last roll, that was the one. And then for the block selected, we want to, where do we get current block from? Where's that coming from? Oh, okay, right, that's fine. You want to say dance move equals dice manager. We want to say start enumeration, start coroutine, move dancer. And then once the dancer's finished, we then want to choose the new, or choose next state. Okay. So choose next state is going to choose the next state. So inside move dancer, we're going to have action, post move action, and we'll do post move action invoke, and we don't need any parameters for that. Choose next state. Oh yeah. Choose next state. So that's that one there. And so the choose next state is going to determine whether we're actually going to move to the next person or not. So if the player rolled a 1, a 4, or a 6, they get another go. Otherwise, it's the next player. And then we need to decide what we're going to do after that. So hopefully this means that when we roll, oh yeah, that's after we've made the selection. So we're not really giving them much of a choice. We're just letting them select it. I was going to choose the enter key there, but maybe we don't need to do that, especially not for the first one. So you can see that we can't select anything beyond here because we need to select our role. So this will give us our role. There we go. So we got a 6, and then we choose this guy here. we choose this guy here, and nothing happens. Why does nothing happen? Selection manager block selected. Let's try that again. So it's definitely doing the selection. Roll the dice. Nope. Okay, my guess is that's not firing then, so let's do that there. Event handler block selected. Oh, there you go, no more occurrences in the current document. Okay, so selected, clear selection. If get mouse down state equals selected, if state selected, then we want to do that. Okay, so yeah, I guess we want to do invoke this empty. It's going to kind of break our animation, but that's fine. Well, it might actually still play it now that I'm thinking about it. Right, okay. Don't know why gizmos are on. Right, here we roll. We should slow this, we should speed this up actually, because we don't need to have that. Alright, okay, there we go. There we go. So he's moved from there to there, so that's actually more than it should be. That ain't right. Oh, less than or equal to dance move counts. That'll be why. Okay, for our dice manager, let's not bother doing the animation roll. I mean, who cares? We just want it to be immediate. So let's do this here. Comment this out just now. Actually, let's have a do animation equals true, and we'll say while that, do that. Okay, so now in our dice manager, which I think is on game manager, we'll have this do animation down here, and we'll just uncheck that so that we don't need our animation. So it'll help us when we're debugging stuff and testing the game out. Okay, so I'm going to roll. There you go. So we've got a 3 now. So that sped us up a little bit. So that should go 1, 2, 3. So should end up on this square here. Well, that didn't work. I mean, it moved it earlier on. So what gives? Oh. Square index plus 1. Oh. Square isn't. Oh, it's index plus I. Okay, so index is the current block plus 1. So Let's move 0. Well, that's not right, is it? Oh, did I not? Is the last roll set in there as well? Oops. Last roll. Let me do if actually I don't need to do a you return null in there, do I? Okay, so that's last roll images there, do animation, last roll equals that. Let me make this, take this out here and then put this down here. Now this doesn't make a lot of difference, but I think it makes sense in my head to have it this close to here because we want to set this as close to the event. I think it looks neater there, right? And then inside here, yeah, that should be okay. So this should be instantaneous now as well. So I got an object reference not set there. That ain't good. Alright, so we got a 4. Let me have our selection here. Oh, actually, not in there, in move dancer. Okay, so when we click on that one, takes it to move dancer. Dance move count is 3. I is 0 just now. I is 1. Less than 3, so it's going to take it to index +1. Okay, and it's going to go and do all that stuff. Okay, should definitely be less than or equal to that one. Alright, okay. And once it comes back, let's try this. So now that we have our move done, so we roll, we get a 4, click on there. Oh, he moved way too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's not right. So unless last rolled is 6, let's see what we've got. So roll, it does a 1, so you should go to here, which is right. And then we don't have another selection there. So because he rolled a 1, if last roll is do again, return private. I'm putting these here, and I really want the events ones just to tidy things up. I want to put them after that there. So private roll, last roll is do again. Last answer move count equals 1. Answer equals 4. Right, so if it's do it again, then we want to start the whole thing, start the whole sequence again. So the current player is blue, so we don't change that. The game state is first move. The game state is not first move. The game state is first move is just move. So move dancer, game state is move. Let me change that in here. So move dancer, so I'm going to say game state equals move. why is first move? Okay, so first move is that one there, right? Okay, so that's the only reason we need to have that there. So this next one is move. I mean, it should be make selection, shouldn't it? Oops. Let me have a think here. Well, choose next state. So the next state is going to be choose the next block to move. And that is going to have to be to allow the block to move. Select an inactive, return false. So I shouldn't really have that, but I have to have that there, don't I? Select inactive. It's a bit of a pain. Selector inactive. Inactive is false. Well, actually, no. I think selector inactive. I don't like that. So I'm mumbling now. Right, okay. So let's do game state and then let's have that as place soldiers. Place dancers it is. Okay. So the first thing is the first game state is place dancers. Alright. So when we place dancers, we don't want to allow the player to do anything. And then once place dancers is finished, so is selection valid? So these are the sort of states that we can get into there. So once we've placed everything, so once the grid's ready, then we want to change the game state at that point. Game state equals game state dot first move. All right, and then we want to show the roll button to make the first move, and then once they've made the first move, that's when things start to go different. So show roll button, roll die button set active, and then once they've rolled the die, we want to do, oh, this is in Dice Manager now. In Game Manager, once they've made that that dice roll, we're not going to set selector inactive to be that. We're going to say game state equals game state dot move dancer. So that's our next game state, is that. Yeah, this makes dancer. Okay. Yeah, this makes more sense. Okay, so we get game states move dancer, then we do that to there, and then once they've selected it, move dancer, dice rolled. That allows the selection manager just to work. And then once they've selected it, that's then made the selection, and then we move the dancer. Dancer, move dancer. Oh, that's dice rolled, and then move dancer. Is that one? Oh yeah, sorry. So all of that is inside dice roll there. Alright, okay, so this one here is when you've selected the block, then you're moving the dancer. Which technically should be inside here as well. So let's put it inside there. Okay, so the current state is move dancer there. And then once we've done that, our next state is, we can get rid of this. Our next state is rolling the dice again. So our next state is first move. So we want to roll the dice again. Game state. Oops. Roll dice. Okay. Else. Well, we're always going to be rolling the dice, no matter what. So, if we're not doing it, then we want to change the player. And the player that we're going to choose is current player. So current player. So we're going to do current player equals blue, player red, player blue. So if it's red, it's blue. If it's blue, it's red. And at the end of choose next state, we're going to decide other factors. So there's going to be do anything else here? If not, dice. So this is just a gatekeeper, just to see if we might be in some weird state. I don't know what else we're going to put in here, but we might be in some weird state. Maybe like the bit where you do the end game and you got to roll for a whole bunch of stuff. There might be other rules in there, not quite sure. So in this case here, we want to roll the dice again. So we want to show that roll button. Okay. I could probably speed this up as well. So we're going to do roll. So we got 4. Let's choose that. So then we've got our roll. So we don't want to select. So this is red. Let's see. That should have been. That's not showing the right one, is it? I don't think that's showing the right one. So the next one is this one here. Yeah, I don't think it's showing the right one. Well, at least it's it can turn around though. That's the important thing. Okay. Yeah, we're in a weird state here. I think what I might want to do is actually change the color of the selector as well, so that we know which ones are which. Because it's actually quite difficult to tell. I also want to know why this is not showing the right image as well. Okay, I think that's the next step. Is to sort of try and tighten that up. We also need to make sure that certain selections are valid, and also turn things off as well. So we don't want to allow selection if we're in the dice roll. So we want to say if placed answers or game state. Oh right, okay. Let's take that out. Say if. Game state allows selection. Actually, game state allows selection. equal game state. Or game state equals dice roll. Game? Okay. Right. So if game state disallows selection, we want to return false, or if it's the first move and if it's not square 9, return true. We also want to turn off selection as well. So selection manager. Clear selection, is that the one? Clear selection. Block selected is never used. Yes, it is. She's right there. And then selection cursor is visible. Okay. I don't think that turns it off, so that's the problem. I think we may need another independent control for that. Okay, so we're going to roll, and it is 3. I think. What if we highlighted that as blue, so to at least know that the dice was the color of the players? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is not showing the right number. And it's not allowing selection. So dice roll is that. So once the dice roll is over, so we'll do roll dice and show a roll button, and then when you do the roll, the dice roll, where are we? Dice roll is that we want to be able to allow the selection. So game state equals game state dot place dancers. Oh no, that's place dancers at the start, isn't it? I want to make selection. Where's the make selection? Select dancer. Select dancer. Okay. So if they're in select dancer, then I want to be able to access I want to be able to select. Add the selection ring around the character, and I can't do that because it's being disallowed because of the dice roll, which is inside our game state disallow selection. So currently it's place dancers or roll dice, and that's we don't want to be able to select anything there, but we do want to select it once they've there you go. Anyway, it is allowing me to select that though, even though these are all wrong. So like, what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Well, that's right. So those are the right images, but not necessarily in the right order. So select another one, and it's blue again. See, I don't like the fact that's sticking there. Yeah. Okay. What to do next? Let's have a think. I think what we should do is we should try and figure out why those numbers are wrong. So I'm gonna do print answer move count. Okay, and then the last roll, it's got to be selected. Last roll is that. Last roll is new roll. Damage dot length. Okay, so it's doing length, so that's 0. Oh wait, that's why. Ugh. It's not that, is it? It's new roll plus 1. That's why. So it's got to be, it's new roll plus 1, because if it's less than 4, because it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, because there's 5 images. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. We don't have 5. So if it's less than 4, it's got to be between 0 and 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. But it's got to be plus 1, because yeah, okay, that's the reason why. Okay, so that should give us the right number. So I printed out the console there, so let's just check and see if that's correct. So roll the dice. So we get 4. So we get 4 there. So this should move them 1, 2, 3. It should move them to here. Move them to here. Sorry. There you go. Okay. And then we do a roll again, and that's why we're getting ones that weren't moving as well. So let's move him. So he's going to move to here. So there you go. That's perfect. All right. Okay. So then let's move this guy 1 up. There you go. And then we'll roll. And again, we need to get rid of that selection thing when we're not using it. So this is 4, so that's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to end up here. There we go. So he rolled a 4, so he gets to roll again. So he rolls a 3, so he's going to move up to. That was a 1 for some reason. Why was the 3 a 1? So this is a 2, and it's saying a 6 there. Yeah, that's not right. So this is rolling a 1. So this is a 2. And it's a 1, and this is saying a 4. So there's still something screwy going on here. Okay. That's not, doesn't seem right, does it? Last roll is equal to that. Last roll image. Oh, because it's up, that's why. Oh. Alright, okay. Yeah, you're right. That's right. Yeah. So it's got to be that, and then can't change new roll. So new roll, instead of that, is going to be that. Last roll image is that. Set that to be true. Set that one to be false. Okay. Okay. That's what was wrong. So there was a reason for that up there. There was also a mistake, the fact that this was actually calculating it differently, which is bizarre, the fact it was kind of working. But not to worry. We figured it out in the end. So this should be us. And so we roll. Now we rolled a 1. So we move to there. And we roll again. So we rolled a 2 this time, so we can move over to this square here. And then we got a 6 this time, so we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, can't do that. So let's move this guy. Oh no, it's the reds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we move this one, he should move into the corner here. Now that would actually mean that he takes that space and moves the blue player back, which I think is actually a good thing. So I'm going to actually it's not a good. It's a good thing for blue, to be honest, because it blocks basically everything here. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh right, it moves there. All right, okay. Oh, that wouldn't have worked anyway because you can't move there. Roll, and then this one here, he moved to 4, and he rolled a 4 again, so he can move to 2. Zooming around the board here. This is another 2. Okay, and then this is a 1, so he gets to roll again. He gets to roll again. He gets to roll again. He's gonna end up winning. Oh no, he didn't. Alright, okay, let's get him around here. There we go. Alright, so we're getting the dice are working now. Let's go back to the game manager here. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so now we need to have the swapsies in here. So when you move from one square to another, if it's occupied, then we want to move the square back to the previous one. So this is, I should have made this more generic, but we didn't. I think I might do that though. Might rewrite this. Yeah. Okay. I think we leave that for another day. Let's leave that for another day. Anyway, if you like this video, thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you see, don't forget the like button and the share on social media. It really does help the channel out. And if you want time reminders when I put a new video up, then hit the subscribe button and notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Bye bye.